Hi, I'm Pete Ellhorst, Director of Partner Development here at Crown Plastics Company, and welcome to this week's Crown Advantage newsletter. You know, the DuraSurf brand of value-based solutions really can provide a wide range of diversified application solutions for your customer. What we'd like to feature today is one application that really is outside the box.
Hi, I'm Ron Meister, and today I would like to show you a product that I found for antique cars. It's called DuraSurf, UHMW, and through working in a machine tool company, we use this for various things, and I'm finding this very, very useful in leaf springs in the antique A's and T's, and I'd like to show you today how we can use that. I wanted to just show you, point out something that I've found on my cars that I've used. I worked in a machine tool company for 39 years in research, and we were introduced to this. It's called the DuraSeal UHMW, and we get it from Crown Plastics. And what I use this for is in between the leaves of the springs on the front and back, on the Model A's and on the Model T's. Now, naturally, when you take the spring apart, it's going to be greasy, it's going to be rusty, and it is very important that you sandblast this, get this as clean and dry as possible, and then I use the paint that I'm sure you're all aware of, and that's the POR 15. You can use it in any color. You can use it in the gloss. Really, the glossier it is, the better the adhesive on the UHMW sticks. And so what I have here right now is leaves that has been sandblasted. I've got the aluminum in color, POR 15 on them. I put 2 coats on them on both sides, as you can see. And I'm now ready to install the UHMW on that spring. Now, what I just put it on the tops of the springs. I don't put 2 layers. I just put 1 layer. So in other words, this spring is the main spring. We would put it on the top of that, and the bottom of this wouldn't have any, so that would scoot up and down on the UHMW. So to install this stuff, again, once your UHMW 2 coats is on there, it's good and dry. You take this product made by Crown Plastics, or it comes from Crown Plastics, and I got this leaf in the vise here, and basically you just measure the approximate length. You don't want to cut it too short. It'll cut with a pair of scissors, any kind of a heavy, not the one your wife cuts your hair with, but. And it is basically a self-adhesive on the back, and you bring that down about like that. All right, we're going to put it on that spring that's in the vise, and I just barely hang over and barely stick it to that spring. Now you don't know whether you're starting crooked or not until you pull this back. That's sticky enough that you can stretch it, as you can see there, and you just kind of line that up, because your UHMW is wider than our spring by just a little bit. All right, now once that's on, there's several ways you can but you really want to press on that. You can just use a socket. I found that just an old wooden wallpaper roller works fine, just to roll that down and just to get that edge, roll that edge in good, right on around there. You can even your fingers, and you'll see the pits of your spring, you'll see them protrude through the UHMW to where you've got a very good seal. We roll that down like that. All right. Now you want to find that center hole with your finger, press it down real good there. You can see that. Now I've got an imprint there, so you can take a razor blade knife and just cut that, just kind of cut that hole out. Cut it out rough if you want to. It's not that critical. This UHMW comes in, it's about 15 thousandths thick. So now I just take, just for verification, you can just cut the frail off of that hole with just use a rat tail file. Then you want to take a razor blade and you just want to trim that side. Now any of you who've used that or that Pour 15 know that that's good paint, and so you just cut right on down like that. You can cut right on around the outside, and we can do that to both sides, but I'm going to just show you, once you do that on both sides, it's not going to hurt anything if you just take a file and just kind of cut that off around that outside edge with a file. Because what you're going to do with this spray, because of this side being silver, when you're done, it doesn't matter if you do foul off a little paint, because you're going to spray that with a black. Everybody does that for their car, but then you would just, the sides, you can just peel like that with your razor blade, and basically the finished product, I've done a top one right here. Same thing, you just roll those, after you cut it, take your wooden wheel, just roll them edges down good, and basically that's all there is to it for putting a UHMW on there.